Everyone, my name is Wonka Panda. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about basic, strong moves for Lei Wulong. Again, my apologies for a lot of you, my audience members, who have been waiting for me to make another Tekken video, educational video, or whatever you want to call it. So, my apologies. But other than that, I've been going to events, practicing for projects, making plans for new events I will be attending, combo breaker, and I will hopefully get out of pools with Lei. Yeah, no one can stop me. Anyway, so again, my apologies. So let's get right into it before I go off topic. Again, my name is Wonka Panda Kupo, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let's talk about it. All right, moves that you should be using for Lei. 1-1. 1-1 without going to snake is -6. But if you go into snake, you're +6. So there's a way to go into snake stance. 1-1 is a good 10 frame punisher. 22 creates some distance on hit. On block, it's -6 if you don't go in a snake stance. If you do go in a snake stance, you're -5. So there is a way. This is a good 10 frame punisher. Just remember, know when to use it and how to use it. So yeah, good 10 frame punisher, -6, high, and you create some distance between you and your opponent. All right, next string we're going to be talking about 1-2. 1-2 is -1 on block. All right. So similar to 1-1, it's -6 if you don't go in a snake stance. But with 1-2, you're -1 on block. So they're both 5 highs. They're 10 frame and 12 frame. All right. But with 1-2, if you don't want to sacrifice the frames, you can do 1-2, which is nice. That's great. Oh, not Razor Rush. That's weird. That's weird. That's kind of cringe, bro. All right, 1-2 is +6, which is nice. Okay, damage. It's 19. So with 1-1, you're +5. 1-2, you're +6 at -1. So it really depends on you what string 10 frame punisher you want to use. But just remember, every string has different usage at different times, different situations, and how you want to use them, if that makes sense. All right. So yeah, 1-2 is great. Use it, love it. It's just one of his other options that he has. All right, next string that we should be talking about. 2-1. 2-1 is +3. It's a high mid, kind of rare for a 10 frame punisher. It's a natural combo. 23 damage, you're +6, which is nice. That's pretty great. Pretty great, really nice. So if your opponent knows that you like using highs, you can check them with the high mid 2-1, which is great. Now if you hold 4, you can go into drunken stance. Drunken stance is really great. You should implement it in your play style if possible. We're not going to get into that because I'm going to go off topic and such, but yeah. So 2-1, it's a high mid, you're +3, and on block, you're -8. The first hit too is neutral. All right, just remember that. The second hit is -8, and on block, you create some distance between you and your opponent. So just remember that. Okay. So this is a good move, good string to use. You want to keep checking your opponent if they like to crouch a lot. You're like, oh, I'm gonna launch you, blah blah blah. You can't hit me, bitch boy. And you're like, haha, 2-1, stand up, whatever. Life is great. All right. So that's an option that Lei has. So 2-1 is one of his more damaging by 1 point 10 frame moves. So just remember that. And you can go into Drunken Stance. But that's just personally, yeah. But other than that, yeah, that's a good move to use. Good string to use. All right, next move that we should talk about is Magic 4. Magic 4 is a 12 frame +5, -8, -9, if I remember correctly. Yeah, -9. It's a high, and it's 12 frames, you're +5, and it's a Magic 4. Mocha, what do you mean by Magic 4? Well, a Magic 4 in Tekken, it's like a get off me tool. That's pretty much what that is. So on counter hit, this is a 4. It does 19 damage, and it launches your opponent. Now, with this, Lei can combo into it, but it's just really hard to combo into Magic 4. I will attempt it, if I can get it. Oh, this is weird. Yeah, so it's pretty difficult, but there is ways to, like that, for instance, you can combo just like that, but it's really tight. The frames are really tight, so just be careful. But anyway, this is your get off me tool. You're +5, you're -9. So if your opponent is like in your face, you're like, ah, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. It's plus Magic 4. Magic 4, go. Use Thundershock or whatever. All right. So Lei's Magic 4 is not the greatest, but it's a tool that he has. So use it when you need it. All right. Next move that we should be talking about is Down 4-4. Down 4-4. Oh my gosh, this mid is powerful. It's very good. Very nice. Very useful. Alright. Your +7 on hits. Creates a lot of space, as you can see right here. Alright. Creates good space. So if you want to say like, hey, get away from me. Get away. It's a good poking tool to have. As you can see. Decent range. Not the greatest range. But good range. Your +7, your -4, if I remember correctly. Yeah, -4. And even on block, you still create a lot of space between you and your opponent. So use this if you want to keep checking your opponent. And what I mean by checking is when your opponent likes to crouch a lot. They like to fuzzy guard and shit. This is fuzzy guarding. Alright? Try to anticipate a low parry. And you're trying to block too. So you go like, you can block a mid, block low, and block highs and mids. Fuzzy guarding. Alright? Just, I know I can go in depth for fuzzy guarding, but a lot of people have different versions of fuzzy guarding. What is fuzzy guarding? But we're not going to get into that. Point being, so if your opponent likes to crouch a lot, like this, use mids. Mids. Oh, I don't want. As you can see, she is crouching right here. But Mocha, she's not crouching guard. That's her difference. Oh, look. I'm hitting her while she's crouching guard. That's crazy. Man, I never knew about that. Wow. But yeah, anyway. So mids win you games. Mids will always win your rounds. Use mids. Mids are your best friend. Love mids in Tekken. Alright? So yeah, down 4-4. Great mid to use. Great space control. And a good move to, like, abuse. Honestly, you can just keep poking at them. Alright? Alright, continuing on. Continuing on. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah. Down 4-1. Down 4-1 is a good mid poke. If you want to check your opponents. Alright, down 4-1. -4. It's 13 frames. It's not 12 frames. But you still get +7 on hit. Now, if the first hit hits, I have her on guard all. First hit hits. The second hit will always hit. Just be careful though. Be careful. Lei has this problem where he has a lot of strings that are mid-highs. As you can see, mid-highs. Mid-high. You see what I'm getting at? Because the opponent knows that this is a mid-high. They'll crouch, and then they'll launch your ass. So just be careful. Just be careful. Anyway, so down 4-1. It's a mid-high. You're +2 on the second hit. It's a natural combo for the first 2 hits. There is a third hit, but it's -10. It's a mid, so just be careful. But yeah, it's a good poking tool. It's nice. You're -4, which is okay. Similar to down 4-4. It really depends on you and which mid you want to use. But down 4-1, it's a good check. Just checking your opponent. Very nice. Nothing special. Just make sure your opponent's like, hey, stop crouching. Or I'm just going to check you real quick. You know, see if you're blocking or not. You want to press a button? I'm going to check you. Life's great. So mids are going to be your best friend. You're just checking your opponent. Telling them like, hey, calm down. Stop doing shit. I don't like that. Stop it. Alright? Alright, next move we're going to be talking about is down 4-4. Down 4-4 is neutral on hit. On block, it's -12. Alright? That's okay. The worst punishment you can get is while rising 4. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Alright? In some cases, some other characters can punish you more with that. But mostly while rising 4. Anyway, down 4. Great low. It's a 12 frame low. It's neutral. It's not neither your turn or her turn. Or their turn. Whatever. Or your opponent's turn. Alright? So this is a good sneaky low. Decent range. Decent. About. Yeah. Good range actually. Yeah. Good low poke. Alright? And if you hold down, you can go into snake stance. Alright? Alright? Now, if it's on block, you're -13. Just be careful. Alright? Anyway, it also has an extension. Down 4-4. Oh shit. It's -15. Mocha, it's -15. Why would I ever use that? I will get punished. Yes. But there's a thing about launchers in this game. So this is a hop kick. Doesn't really have much range. Alright? Down 4-2. Doesn't have much range as a launcher. Alright? So you can abuse this. Not many characters can punish Lei. I'm pretty sure there is a character in Tekken that can punish Lei if he ever done this string. Do the string. Done the string? Whatever. Words are hard. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah. So down 4-4. It's a -15 move, but it's technically safe. Technically, quotations. Just be careful when you use it. But if you know your opponent, or if you know the character can't punish you, then abuse it. Just abuse it. And the reason why I say that, you're creating space. Like, life is great. Life is not strange. Whatever. DLC, Chloe, Max. You see where I'm getting at? Alright. Continuing on. So down four, great move to use. Next move you should be using for Lei is down 4-3. Alright, down 4-3. Alright, down 4-3 is great. Creates Oki, creates space, it checks both sides. Alright, it's a mid, which is nice. On counter hit. Full screen. Full screen. Look at that. Full screen on counter hit. It's good. Good damage. Very nice move you should be using. On block, -10. And the thing about Tekken, 10 frame moves don't really have great range. Like the jab, the universal jab. Not many people have the 10 frame jab, but they have 10 frame moves. I know Ganryu has a 10 frame move as like back 1+2. Correct me if I'm wrong. He does this headbutt, but it has short range. So anyway, down 4-3. It's a great mid. Checking people if you want to. Create space. Get off me tool. I'm going to keep checking you. This is my space. Whatever. My space. Yeah. It's a good mid. Checks both ways. On counter hit, creates a lot of distance. And decent damage. 27. And on counter hit. Oh, that's not it. 32 damage and creates full screen. So you can create stance setups, drunken setups, closing in on setups, blah, blah, blah. You can do a lot of things with that. All right, next move you should be using for Lei is 4-3. 4-3 is a high, all right? It's a combo screw, right, as you can see. Oki setup, technically. But yeah, it's an Oki setup. It's an Oki setup. What do you mean by Oki setup, Mocha? What is an Oki? An Oki is when you recover faster than your opponent, and your opponent's character is still recovering in the recovering animation. So look at Josie. I'm moving, and she's still twirling, but she didn't get back up or do anything. So I recover faster than her, so I can force a mix-up on her. See what I'm getting at? If that makes sense. So anyway, 4 neutral 3 plus 16 gives me some space and all that stuff. On block, I'm +5. Lei doesn't have much moves that give him plus frames just for like a single move. I know Wall running 3 has one. Right there, you're +8. But 4 neutral 3, it's +5. It's a great move to use. Use it. Just the down part about it is it's a high. So just be careful with that. Just a high. All right, next move you should be using is back 2. Back 2 is -7. It does an extension. You can delay it. Alright. It's just to check people. But yeah, back 2 is a very sneaky mid. Very sneaky mid. Why is that, Mocha? What do you mean by very sneaky mid? Oh, another thing about back 2, you can hold forward and go into Dragon Stance. Alright, so now we got that out of the way. Back 2, the game doesn't tell you that you're crouching. Lei is crouching. Oh shit. Alright. I'm crouching. But the game doesn't tell you. It's telling me I'm standing. But Lei is crouching. So you can really fool people. If your opponent doesn't know about this sneaky, like, single move setup, then you can abuse this a lot. This crushes highs. Just FYI. So now some of you guys are visual learners. I crush Josie's right there as a punish, as you can tell. So yeah, crushes highs. Back 2 crushes highs has an extension, as you can see right there. Leaves you crouching, so you can go for a launch or a Raw Rising 4. Doesn't matter if you want to play it safe, but you can launch them depending on your character. But for Lei specifically, you can launch them. You can do a Raw Rising 4, Raw Rising 3, or a Rising Punch. So you have options. This is a good mid. It crushes highs. Is a good poke. You're -7, if I remember correctly. Yeah, -7. So it's a good, decent poke. Good poke to have. So just be careful when you're using it. But other than that, it's a good mid to use. All right, next move we should be talking about is Sidestep 4. Sidestep 4 is great. It's very nice. So with Sidestep 4, look at Lei's legs. He creeps up. He creeps forward. So he moves forward a little bit. So you can use this to your advantage. If you know your opponent likes to sidestep a lot, or not sidestep, back away a little bit, you can use this if you want. And during that backdash animation, they can't really block if during the backdash. It's really quick. But if you can catch them on it, side step 4. Side step 4 is a -8 launcher, mid launcher. It's very nice. It's slow. That's the problem with it. But other than that, it's a good move to use. It's -8. I remember in a previous patch, like -12 or some shit, -10, -11. But yeah, it's -8. It's safe. It's a good launcher. You have another way to launch your opponent. So there is that. So another move you should be using for Lei, and I know I talked about this in the past, that Razor Rush. Razor Rush isn't good for Lei. It's more of a double-edged sword, and it hurts Lei more than it really helps him. But the first hit, all right, it's +7. It's a 12 frame mid, +7, but that's not also what it does. It's -2. So down for 4, you're -4. With Razor Rush, you're -2. Not much spacing, but you can really abuse this. First hit, -2. But just understand that when you're transitioning with stances with Lei, it takes a couple frames, like 3 or 4 frames if I remember correctly. So just be careful, because when Lei goes into a Razor Rush stance, he creeps forward. He moves forward, and he puts both of his arms on his side. So he goes forward, and he'll go into Razor Rush stance. So anyway, yeah. So Razor Rush, the first hit is -2. All right, it's very powerful, but it's +7. So this is a good way to check your opponent. Like, oh, okay, I'll just keep poking you. And they're going to be expecting like, oh, the second hit of Razor Rush, or the full thing of Razor Rush, or like, I'm going to go in stance Razor Rush, blah, blah, blah. So Razor Rush can be good, just know when to use it and know when, like how to use it. There you go. Know how to use it, all right? Another thing you should be using, if I'm trying to remember correctly, there's that. Oh yeah, down 4-2. Down 4-2 is pretty good. It's great. It's very unique down 4-2. The reason why, my dear peoples, is that down 4-2 carries low aired opponents. So for example, here's a setup like that. That's a way to, you can combo into it. So Lei's down 4-2 picks up people. All right. So again, down 4-2, down 4-2, combo, setup, crane stance, whatever. See what I'm getting at? It carries people. Carries people. On crouching, all right. Not that. Thank you. Crouching. There you go. It doesn't launch. All right. On counter hit. Oh, use your curse. Thank you. On counter hit, if your opponent wants to press a button, it launches them on counter hit. So there's that. All right. Just be careful. All right. But other than that, this is a safe move. You use -7. It's a safe launcher. You lose your turn. You're +4 on hit. But it's a good launcher to have and use. You can abuse it too. Similar to Paul's, down 4-2 has good range. But other than that, use this move. Very important move to use. Excuse me. Another move that you should be using is 3. Why, Mocha? Why is 3 so good? It's a high, it's -9, +2. That's cool. It has an extension. It's +4. It's a high-low. It does 47 damage. And it's a true natural combo. Well, the thing about 3-3, if I can get counter hit. Thank you. It's 53 damage. That is 53 damage on a 14-frame Punisher. 14-frame Punisher. 3 is a 14-frame Punisher. It's -9, +2 on hit. But if you do the full thing, extension, and the first hit hits, it's 53 damage on counter hit. That is crazy. Oh my gosh, it's a very powerful tool to use with Lei. And that's cool. And also another thing with 3, if you hold back, you go into Phoenix Stance. But also the thing about Phoenix Stance, you can abuse this. This is -1 on hit. On block, my bad. You can keep using this, blah, blah, blah. If your opponent likes to press buttons, you can keep using this. And then just keep mixing up. So the first hit, again, -9 on Phoenix Stance. -1. So there's a couple things you can abuse with Lei. Just it really takes your opponent like a knowledge check, see what frames that Lei can abuse, so to speak. Okay, I know that's a lot. I'm trying to fit this in like 30 minutes. This is a lot. So we talk about this, we talk about this, Razor Rush, back 2, 1, this, that's 4. Yeah, I think that's it for now. For now. I know I can talk about a lot of other things. I could talk about this, Rave Kick, and all that stuff. But we're talking about like safe, good, strong moves that Lei has. But yeah, if you guys like the video, if you guys want to see more videos of this about Lei or any other characters, I will try to learn. But Lei specifically, feel free to answer in the comments down below. I'm really saying a lot. Man, I am really hungry right now. Anyway, point being, if you guys like the video, like, share, subscribe. It really helps my videos out. If you guys want to see more videos of Lei or any other characters or any other content in the future, feel free to comment down below. And thank you guys for tuning in. Again, thank you guys for being patient with me with my Tekken videos. My apologies, but other than that, I am slowly getting back into the game. But yeah, we're going to be making more videos in the future. Just bear with me and all that stuff. I know I got to make a haha stuff video and a play dead video and chickening video. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. My name is Mocha Panda Kupo, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, guys, ass. All right, see you guys later. Bye bye.